Building blocks.
Hello everyone and happy Wednesday. Welcome to Building Blocks, where we're going to teach you how to create vertical graphics but using a horizontal format.
Yeah.
Right?
Vertical graphics horizontal format with the Ecamm 4.1 features.
Yeah.
Right. So we had last time we tried this. It was very successful. Everything went great.
Yeah.
But it was all with text overlays and whatnot, which was fine.
Yeah.
But a lot of workaround. But now it's just so
now
much
it's easier. Way easier, more flexible, so you will be able to design it.
Yeah.
The principles, if you watch that episode, the principles are the same, right? But now there are even cooler things because of the
4.1.
4.1.
4.1, yeah.
Yeah.
And the purpose of this is for you to just have a hybrid layouts, right? We're widescreen right now, but we have scenes where we can just have vertical friendly content. We could just drag. You could actually just drop that right in Instagram and it's good to go. You just you don't have to really do much resizing because everything is where it needs to be.
Yeah.
And or drop it in something like CapCut and add your captions and stuff like that and add some cool effects and repurpose it that way.
Yeah. That's this. So today it's gonna be fun,
Yeah.
just like Roy says. So tonight is a vertical challenge.
Vertical challenge, yeah. So we have quite a few scenes to showcase for you here, where you get some inspiration and different use cases and whatnot. And so we're gonna go through some comments, but let's go through the comments vertically, right? Because we have a vertical comments scene. And what's cool about this is that on our end, once this is done, we can actually create a highlight reel with like the vertical countdown you just saw, the vertical comments. We highlight some of the vertical comments and whatnot, and then we just highlight some of the scenes that we're gonna show you today as well.
Yes.
So let's check out the chat.
I wonder how many of you who are watching repurpose vertically.
Right? And please let us know. And while you see right now, this is the placeholder comment overlay vertically placed over some vertical overlays. Let's try this out.
Yeah, and it's great because when you're streaming vertically, right, you will be able to just pull up the comments just like that.
Yep, you'll be able to pull up the comments. And the thing is, last time we did this, we had a lot of trouble because we didn't have the flexible dynamic text boxes that we do now. So this is so much cooler than how we tried it the last time.
Cooler, easier, more flexible, less headachy.
Yeah. So Mr. Moderator's here. What's up, Mr. Moderator?
And look at even people who use glasses can read this very nicely because it's pretty big. I love it. That's for you, Paul, and I.
George Canellis is here. Good to see you here.
Hello, George, and all of you.
Dan is here. Good to see you here.
Eldan.
David Hunt. Hello.
No, I was trying to do some piano. And I went to Mario.
Marcus, hello. Marcus
Hello,
says,
Marcus.
thank you, Anna, for the amazing headshot. It's a big hit on Facebook.
Ooh, nice, Marcus. You are so welcome.
Nice. Right, so what you see here, we have the full camera in the background. We also have a gradient overlay, shape overlay, and a blur shape overlay. And then we have the logo in the corner, just to give it a full screen effect, but we could still repurpose this for vertical stuff, right? And the last time we did presentations, right? So this is something that you can do if you want to highlight some bullet points and whatnot. So everything is centered, and we have a vertical grid for you before we go any further that Anna designed. You see that right there. And if you look at the borders, there are some safe zones there. And if you want this vertical grid to help you design, you can go to annaandfulgence.store/extras.
There we go. Design within the lines and you'll be okay.
Right? And then what's cool about this is that, you have the play next overlay feature that you can use to pull up a marker. So this is a shape. This is a transparent rectangle with rounded corners and a border around it, right? And if we do shift control left or right, you can actually shift through the different markers that we have here, like so. Right? So if you want to highlight some stuff and all that good stuff.
You could also, right, use your mouse. So you can just use your mouse to do it if you don't want to do all the three keys.
Right.
But.
And then what we have here, so these are 4 different markers here that we're just playing. You do the play next overlay feature. So we have them A, B, C, D. So you can cycle through those different markers inside that specific folder there. All right, next up, this is some inspiration, some camera overlays inspiration here. This is a centered camera overlay.
I really like it.
This is really, you like this? This is pretty cool. This is something that we have available in our graphics store, but we have the full screen version, so that's what the inspiration is from. But this just goes to show you how easy it is with the Ecamm 4.1 features, where you can just take that scene and repurpose it vertically. So you basically scale everything within the confines of the vertical grid. All right, so we just basically shrunk the camera overlay, and we did custom crop on the camera overlay, and we shrunk down that shape overlay down there, and then we just reformatted the text overlay, so vertical friendly Ecamm overlay, and we shrunk down that little live tag you see right here in this corner there, right? And all these things that you're seeing here, we're still full screen in the background. We have a blur and a veil and all that good stuff, and then you have the building blocks in the corner there.
And perhaps we can go to, it's gonna look small, but we can go to the other scene where we have the overhead camera, because Marcus is asking, explain the shifts next things.
Got you.
It might look small, so we might have to just go full screen.
Yeah.
But
so right here, so to do play next overlay, make sure you have the overlay highlighted, the first one highlighted, and you're going to do shift, control, left or right to cycle through that folder, right? Shift, control, right to cycle through. So if we go back here, we clicked on highlight A, the bullet point, the marker. We have marker A. So if we hide this is marker A. So we click on marker A and then shift, control, right. Shift, control, right. Shift, control, right. So it's basically playing the different overlays that we have here. And just to give you better visual, we're just gonna turn all of them on, right? So there are 4 of them, but we're cycling through them one by one using the play next overlay feature. Okay.
Yeah, and so the pool right now, is 64% of 64% of you do not repurpose vertically. So does that mean that you go live vertically, or you do not go do any vertical videos or go live vertically? Let us know that.
Yeah, for sure. And let's see what we have
It's
next.
changing.
Let's see what we have next up here. So we showed you this, and this is cool here. So boom, right? So this is a stacking type of situation here. At the very top, we have our camera overlay, and then in the middle here, this is a web widget, or you can do a screen share, right? You can actually scroll through this stuff here, right? Because it's a web widget. And then we have our other camera here, right? So 2-camera layout with something in the middle. In the middle, you could do whatever. You can do a screen share overlay, you can do widgets, you can do a comment placeholder there. But this 3 overlay layout is pretty cool. And if we scale it back for you, and also too, look at that. So you could display text or comments on either side of the screen, because you have real estate for that.
Yeah.
And then,
but actually, if there's going to be a widget or something else there or whatever it is, it has to be big enough, because for me, I'm like, vertically might look a little bigger maybe because it's gonna be zoomed in, right?
It'll be cropped in.
Yeah.
Or this is just for inspiration, because just to showcase that you can place different things there and not just your camera overlays, right? So if you have multiple camera overlays, you can do a 3-camera overlay setup with this too, right? And then if we scale it down for you, we have these 2 tall rectangles on the side. These are shapes. This is a masking that we have here, and we have our cameras separately, right? We have the widget in there too, all flying in from the bottom, like so, right? And then we have the background. This is a white text box. We tilted that as well, right? Put everything on a nice little tilt. Nice little rotate thing.
Most of the fam are saying, so Rory, Tech Troublemaker, is saying that he uses Opus Pro or Final Cut Pro to repurpose for vertical. And David says that he goes live horizontally, but then punch in for vertical. And then Marcus is saying that he doesn't repurpose vertically. Most repurposed shorts he sees are badly done, and he likes his approach. And this is, the cool thing about this is that you are going horizontally, right? And it's saving you time. This is the important thing to keep in mind, that it's saving you time. So instead of going to, for example, another platform to convert it vertically, you already have it done, right? You already have your stream done vertically.
Yeah.
Right. So you just have to plan what it is that you would like to show vertically, and then for the rest of the show, for example, because it's horizontal, you can show other things, but that which you would like to repurpose, then you have it vertically, and then that way you just have to trim it, and off you go, right? You don't have to bring it into another software. I mean, for me, it's less. It cuts a step. Yeah. And it's still, you just have to plan it. It does take some planning, right? But it's definitely less time than bringing it into another software and just like, oh my gosh, this got cut off, or it's too tight, or my face is like right on the front of the screen, kind of a thing, right? Yeah.
Okay. So the next one that you're gonna see is just a play, or just an altered version of this one that you see here, and added some film reel here, right?
Film reel about to make me dizzy, bro.
It's going very fast, and this is actually this is what it looks like. This was a green screen actually, and it came from think it's Snowman Digital or something like that. I think it's called or Digital Snowman. There's a Gumroad.
Do not fall asleep, people. Do not fall asleep. This is going fast, but like we could, like, if you wanted to use something like this and it was going too fast, you could actually
slow it down.
Go in a software like Final Cut Pro or perhaps even CapCut.
Yeah,
slows things down. Yeah,
whichever. And
slow it down.
Yeah.
Slow it down a little bit.
And then on this one, this is actually a screen share overlay. So what you're seeing in the middle there is a screen share of our YouTube, what we're seeing on YouTube now, right? So just to show you the different things that you can do, different overlays that you can lay out vertically within the save zones of the vertical grid. And once again, the vertical grid is available for free, courtesy of Anna Hill at AnnaandFuljens.store/extras. That's AnnaandFuljens.store/extras. And as you can see here, within those save zones, you'll get a little bit of the clip, the reels, but then it's mostly the cameras in between, right? Just so you're gonna get a lot of that when you do the vertical crop, if you will.
Hypnotized.
Right. So we'll leave the scene so people don't get hypnotized. This is another one from
Plan Your Streams.
Snowman Digital and whatnot. This was also another green screen. So this is what it looked like. Boom. And it's just a green screen layout of an iPhone recording frame. And if you remove the green screen, boom, right? So just give off that look that there's a recording in progress and whatnot, right? And we have some more comments display. So this is another one here. So this is different from this one here, right? Because this one here, you notice like the avatar is very tiny. We still might need to adjust this a little bit because the viewer name is too big. So Marcus and Schwab should be on one line, so that can be fixed. But however, with the avatar shrunk down the size like this, it actually centers the comment much better in this overlay versus this version here with the avatar off to the side, and then it may get cut off a little bit.
Yeah, and then also because it's over, so the save zone, it might have the, like on TikTok, if you bring it in, it might have the reactions or what they have on the side to the engagement tools. It might just cover it, but
yeah. So I would say for the sake of like these vertical comments, shrink down the avatar and just give more attention to the text itself. And if you want to be on camera vertically with your comments, here's this scene here. This is an homage to one that we did with text overlays. However, now down here, we're using this real estate for comments as opposed to text, but you can do either or, right? And again, we shrunk down the avatar down the size, like it's like on the lowest setting. This way you could just like lay out the text much better here.
Yeah. Yeah, vertical is fun to do. And it's just, the planning of it. You just have to plan it and make it. Because I seen Stephanie Garcia. She's doing a lot of vertical and streaming vertical with Ecamm. And she's bringing the comments, but the comments are smaller. She chose to do it smaller. But say that she has this camera, or even anybody has this camera like this, and bring the comments in, that will look nicer. And it will also, the comments will display a little bit bigger for the viewers. So maybe we should send her one of these.
Right.
Yeah, so that she can try it out. And she can tell us how it works. Yeah.
That's a good idea. And also, we had this black and white quote scene, which we've converted now with shape overlays into a comment scene. And this is this one here, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Here.
It's classy.
Right. And let's test this out. Actually, let's test this out. Let's test out the comments on this scene here. Lovely. I built a template.
Yeah, that looks just like a quote.
Right, exactly.
Which is, I mean, like, you know, David says, Marcus says.
Yeah. So might have to just drop this. All these are shapes. Even these backslashes, these are just skinny rectangles that we rotated. The bottom one might need to drop a little bit more. So we're just gonna drop that one. Boom. I think that might work.
Hello, Lisa. Lisa,
hello. Good to see you here. Right, and then again, we're using the text shrink, so everything is just gonna stay within the text box. It's not gonna go past what we have here. So if we go into live demo mode, we can show you exactly what's going on here.
Kimberly G.
Hello, Kim. Good to see you here. Right, so the text box is like right above this shape overlay here, so it's not gonna go past that. And we're using text box shrink. Text box shrink. That's what we use for all the comment placeholder overlays lately. Text box shrink.
And this is so easy to design, really. With, I mean, not easy, but easier than before.
Yeah, for sure.
So you all should be able to do this fairly quick with the vertical grid that we have available for you. So you just have to make sure that your shapes are within the confinements of the grid, and just that's it. And just add 2 lines in there, or anything else. You can add any other things. You can add circles, little circles in a line.
Yeah.
You can add emojis. You can bring in overlays. You can dress it up however you would like to after you have the bones.
Right. Maybe we should ask for a feature where the avatar can be placed on top of the comment. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the ability to move the avatar.
Ability to move the avatar, hide the avatar, make the avatar square. That would be another cool feature as well. You know, that would be great.
Yeah.
Right. So this is what we have. So let's just cycle through these again. I really love this. And this one is hold on, let's see if we have this here. So for this one, we don't have any camera overlay. We're just using our main camera source. So source is camera and Ecamm. And then in the camera effects, we added black and white and we added blur. So that's what you're seeing in the background there.
Yeah. And you can add the two circles. You can add 2 camera overlays shaped in circles in here as well, if you wanted to have on camera.
Actually, yeah. So let's try this. The only thing is, like, with this, we can't really do custom crop unless we do assign custom cameras. And
yeah, but I'm saying like in general.
Zoom in and stuff like that, yeah.
In general, like it could be, I can.
No, it's all good. Stay there.
And you can come in. I'm just saying, like, to like show, or we can.
What do we have
cozy.
Here? This is CamLink 4K. Let's put our green back on. Boom. Yeah, so that actually looks pretty good, right? So you have the option of bringing your camera in, and I like this circular addition there. It's pretty cool.
And like that with no borders, look good. It looks clean.
Yeah, with no borders. You just hide. We could hide the top bar and just leave it like that. That's pretty cool as well. So this way you could just quickly switch it up.
Yeah, you see, and then you can like read the comments with you.
Yes.
There.
So you know, you can do stuff like this, and so this is a completely different look here. And we also showed you this vertical comment display. Speaking of, let's fix this one here. So
yeah, David, that can definitely be done. That can be done very easily. We will do it. An IG inspired, like, you know how IG has it, 2 cams. We have done that in the old times.
And so let's bring this down to, let's try 30. Right, so you see what we're doing? We just highlighted the viewer name and not the the comment text itself, just the viewer name, and then we're just shrinking down the font size to see if that helps. And there you have it. It worked. And we just do some nudging, bring it back down with the tiny avatar and all. So there we have it. So now that's fixed. And then bring up David's comment here. What about the view like IG with the two people? Okay.
And that's perfect because with a grid, you can easily just...
Right. And then this was basically like this, but just taking it up a notch, adding a third layer there. But we can definitely do a two layer setup.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
Without being slanted.
Yeah, let's try that. So I just want to pull up Shift Command D. We're just going to pull the background here, and then we'll start fresh with this, right? So we're just copying here. So this will be vertical C.
It looks so tiny. Maybe you guys are watching on TV.
Well, yeah. On when we're in demo mode, it's even smaller.
Yeah.
It's even tinier. But once it's cropped on a phone, it's gonna look. It looks really good. And then especially when we did it the last time, it looked really, really cool. All right, so we'll do this. Let's hide the masking here without a slant, right? We're not doing any slant.
Right.
Okay, cool. So let's delete. Let's hide all this. And we're hiding these cameras here. Actually, we might want to just do this camera and this camera, right?
Sure.
On top, stacking them on top of each other. Let's hide the middle camera. Let's hide the widget here. And we're just working with these two. Let's unlock these. Zero. And 0. The thing is too, like we have to also consider what we're adding to this, right? Because it's just two cameras and there's a lot of real estate at above and below.
Yeah, but you can make it you can make the camera custom.
Try that. Yeah, so let's say we didn't, at least for us it'll work anyway, because I think this is as much as we can do. Or like this.
Yeah.
There we go. And the same thing with this here. Yeah, that's really like fills in the space there. Boom. Something like this.
Yeah. There you go. You can even leave a little space in between the cameras because you still have time, and that's it. And you can even bring the top camera a little bit, tiny bit down more, because so it's not so. Even though all of that, it's it's in safe space, yeah, but just a little bit down. Yeah, and that's it. There you have it.
And then I was gonna say, just like how we had the other strip. You know how you said to space the cameras out? So we can do something like this, actually. So if we take a shape rectangle, and we don't need this border here. Let's say we had a motion gradient there with these two colors. Let's remove this corner radius. And
extend it past the safe zones.
This box itself.
Because then that way it's just fine. It can cover the entire screen because that's not important information, right? So you can actually expand it all throughout the entire, like even from top to bottom and side to side.
Got you.
Yeah.
But if the look was just to create this little color,
little space.
Color in down here like so. But let's just do this. So we're gonna do shift up to just move this up 5 spaces, and then shift down to move the bottom one down, just to leave a little bit, maybe a little bit more. So shift up again, and then take this one and shift down, right? And then, like you said, so we could just do this and then expand it vertically instead, right? And then let's hide the cameras.
So it will be a background on wherever where is displayed. It will show the top and bottom, and it will just have a nice little you see, just like that. Yeah, so it will show like that.
A little bit of stuff in the background. So once it crops, you're just gonna get these lines, and you're gonna see a little bit of motion going on back there, right? And then what if we were to do this as well? Let's hide the grid. What if we were to add a shadow?
You love the shadow, don't you?
I do, but you see what happens if we were to add shadow here? It kind of spills over.
Yeah. Or you can just lower the shadow, not make it so aggressive.
Right, or you can lower the shadow. But this looks good like that. And then we still have the real estate. We could still actually see us, very prominently. And then the Building Blocks logo, if you just want to add a little bit more stuff.
We should get out of live demo mode so they can appreciate it a little bit better.
Out of live demo mode.
Yeah.
And then also something that we can do too, this logo here, if let's say we were to space it, there's different places we can place a logo. So if it could probably be like in the center here, for example.
That's hot.
Right?
Yeah.
So we can do something like that, just to give it some more to look at. And just like how we had those borders in the other scene. Let me see here. These borders here on the side here, we can actually add something like that to the scene as well. But there you have it.
That's fine.
There you have it.
So there you go, David.
There you have it.
As easy as that. Remember to download that vertical grid so that you can design within the safe zones.
Let's just play it back. Just make sure everything is flying in from the bottom, like so.
Yeah, and for one, right, for just one person, it would be something like. Center yourself.
Yeah, of course. But we look fine
even,
here also.
I know, but I'm saying most of our viewers are one. So it would be one guest on top and one guest on the bottom.
Yeah. Let's see. What was the last comments that we went to? Was it this one here? The vertical comments A? Okay, I think it's this one here. So let's see.
Yeah. And I believe Mike Reed says he's getting inspired.
Nice.
To go vertical. Stay tuned because you're going to be able to showcase your inspiration for Vlogmas. Stay tuned for an announcement.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. This is where you can grab the vertical grid and some other freebies there. And
don't worry, little camera. Lala.
Hello, Lala. This still needs a little bit more adjusting. Like that.
Nice. Yes, watch it. There's a vertical grid for you to design.
Yes. Marcus says, Lala. David Hunt, fire emoji. Yeah, okay. So this scene needs a little bit of work in progress because in terms of like the spacing and whatnot, have to nudge it a little bit. Awesome. Everybody's saying hello to Lala because Lala's a superstar. Go Mike for those vertical videos. All right, awesome. David Hunt says already downloaded.
Awesome. So yeah, I mean there you have it. Just go at it and practice it, and you can post. I don't know if you have. What I do is I use Instagram. I have a test account. I was gonna call it a fake account, but a test account sounds more professional, right? I have a test account where I upload the vertical videos to making sure that they look good before I post it in my actual page. So upload it there, and sometimes I even upload it to my story first to see. But story settings are a little bit different than on your feed, right? So that's why I upload it and see how it looks before I click on, submit or whatever that is. What is this? A submit? Okay. when you're doing a story? It's a send. Is it send? Oh my gosh, I'm going blank right now. Is it the send?
Send or post?
Or post? Post for the story?
I don't remember. It's one of those.
Before you commit to posting it. Test it out.
And then we have a question here from Dan. Is asking if someone wanted to repurpose on IG, but the base video was one camera with two people. The base video was one camera with two people, and you wanted to max the space. Any ideas?
I think that this is where the planning comes in, unless you have another idea. But this is where the planning comes in. If the customer wants to repurpose, in the consultation, you're asking, would you be needing this to be vertical, right? So at that point is the vertical intent, right? So maybe position the stream where you're gonna have both hosts or the both of them in a safe zone, right? So it could be where you have other things on the side,
right,
and then have the two of them in the middle with what it is that is going to be repurposed, right?
Yep. Logos, branding.
Yeah, exactly. Everything,
text,
just like
text display.
What we did here.
Yeah, like
right.
These.
So we go here. Actually, the other one that has the two cameras that we just assigned. Right. So it could be the host at the top, the guest at the bottom, logo there. So it's like, for example, live to record to, oh my gosh, I'm going so blank right now.
Live to tape.
And you know that you're going to do this. You know that there are some things that you're going to be repurposing on that. And then you just pull up that scene and do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way that it will look the most professional, and it will look great because you're not cutting people off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And let's go here to pull up Lala's comment, because the other one needs improvement. Lala's asking, what if the original has multiple people in the scene? Can we focus or crop on just one of those frames?
I mean, you will have to bring it into the software and move it around and lose quality. Right? So say you bring the software in and then you stretch it out and then you move whomever it is that you want to bring into the forefront. Because if the two of them are vertical, it will be almost impossible to bring them together to fit unless it's like really tiny in the middle, and then you're putting other things. So for example, for the two of us, if we go to a scene where the two of us are, when you bring it into an editing software, you will bring it, if it's pre-recorded, you can put that wherever you want to on the screen, right? If you bring it, for example, CapCut, if you bring a horizontal recording into CapCut, you can move it to wherever location you want to within the vertical safe zones, right? And then that way you can actually do a design like this in CapCut with your pre-recorded content. So Lala, that's how personally I would do it. How would you do it?
The original has multiple people in the scene. So we could just set it up like this. I'm trying to understand, Lala, if everyone's on camera, or if it's like, let's say you have multiple people joining via interview mode, right?
Right.
And each person is like on an individual camera. But I think if that's the case, then try this, stacking them like this, right?
Yeah, you could do, you
right?
could do that.
Like
it depends on.
Yeah. So for example, we're hosting and you have guest 1, guest 2, guest 3. You could just stack them up like that in the middle.
Yeah. If it's already pre-recorded, and you have them on individual cameras, then yeah, stacking them like that will work. But if it is if they're on one camera, then if you stack them, it would be, all the same thing. You follow?
Hold on. Is she saying in the scene? Okay, in the scene normally I have like 2 to 3 people, but in the vertical I want just me.
Got it.
So
Okay.
I have a suggestion for that. So like what we're doing for today, we have wrong one. Where is it? Recording. Isolated recordings, right? So we're recording our main camera, and then we're also recording a camera with green screen effects and all that good stuff, right? So this will probably be the best way, but then as Anna was saying that you'll have to just do something like that in post, right? So you have the recording for the entire broadcast, you have the recording for you as the host, and you have the individual guest 1, guest 2, guest 3, so that you will basically be checking off interview guests here, right? And then now you have all those different videos that you can stack up in a CapCut or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
So, but she's saying now that to have it while she's live. So if that's where you're live, then you just will arrange it.
If you're live,
like
then
this.
you on purpose, you arrange it like this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is what the show today is about. When you're doing it live, you are streaming horizontally, but with a vertical intent, which you will have planned out. So you say, okay, this part of the stream, I have this that I want to talk about, and this is what I'm going to repurpose, this segment.
Yeah.
Right? So then you go to that scene that is going to have all your guests already lined up, and then you go and trim that part and then repurpose it.
Exactly. Yep. You have to set it up in advance, ahead of time. Hey, Will.
Your favorite person.
Will is here. Will, this is for you. This is for you.
BuildingBlocks.
He's like, you guys have my recording, Dios mío. I made it.
Oh, we miss you, Will. We miss you. And then what is intentionality in putting up the scenes. That would absolutely make things. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That will be it, and then that's it.
That'll be the best way to do it. And we'll
Because say for example, if we wanted to, hi
Wayne.
If we wanted to, for example, say that Ecamm is you can create vertical designs inside of Ecamm with 4.1. We can go on a scene like this right now, for example, and just say that right into this one scene and just deliver that line. Add a marker here on Ecamm by pressing M and then going directly to that marker and being able to just trim it to that and repurpose it. Like right away. That is as simple as it gets if you plan it ahead of time.
Yeah. What is happening here? Dan, thanks. You're right. No shortcut. No magic soup, as Doc would say. Hard work. And Kimberly is asking, how do you get to the markers? Ms. Hill, would you like to demonstrate? Oh, let's go to the scene, right? Let's go to the big one. There you go.
So, Kimberly, you will just press the M key just to mark it. But if you want to add, if you're gonna have multiple markers and you want to know what it is, you want to label it, you do. Wait, I don't want to unmute the scene, right?
Wait,
so it's a Shift M.
Try it.
Shift M.
Try Shift M. Yes.
Okay, so you do Shift M, and then you will be able to label that specific marker. So we can label this vertical intent. And then we can say circle, right? So we know what we're looking for. This was the circle one, for example, that's what it was. And we do add. And then say you go to another scene and you're like, okay, now I'm going to talk about comments, right? So we do again, Shift M brings it up, and then you rename it to vertical intent, and then you do comments, right? So then now you know you have that scene, and you do add, and that's that. So that's amazing, and you will have everything planned out, right? Wow.
Yes.
What happened to the Stream Deck?
I turned off that screensaver thing because...
And then you leave it all the way over there so I can have to reach.
Because waking up in the morning and then coming in here and the Stream Deck is just bright. Just like the light is just slapping you in the face.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
right
you know
now, it was on. It was on when I first... And then it went off. It was on.
I think it's just...
It just went to sleep?
It went to sleep, yeah.
Oh,
There
okay,
you go.
gotcha.
Yeah, I just went to
All
sleep. Another question from Kim is asking...
Does it show up and...
Does it show up in the recording?
So it shows up in the
recording folder.
Yes, in the recording folder, and it has it's a file. So it will show you the minutes. It will show you the minutes, where to go, and the name of it is a repurposing. Genius.
Yeah, so hold on. Let me see if we have one here for you.
The one
to
that we
show.
did last time?
Yeah, it's actually here. So it's just going to create a text file for you. We are going to demo mode it for you right now. Come here. We lost our YouTube feed. Let's bring it back up before we go any further. All right. So this is the recordings folder, Kim. And you're looking for these files here. Ecamm live yada yada .txt. And then when you pull that up, here are the markers that we tried last time just to demonstrate. So this is just without doing Shift M. This is just M, right? This is just M by itself. So you can know you have your timestamps there. But if you do Shift M, you can actually label these timestamps, as Anna just showed you.
And so how you would go in here, and you will see the timestamp, and you will see what it is, which is just beautiful.
Awesome. And got it, she says. Awesome.
George Canales is wasn't that what they say last? Oh no, last time the pedal.
Oh yeah.
The pedal was for
the
screenshot.
Was for the screenshot.
But now
feature.
Also the markers.
That'll be cool for marker as well. That's a good idea because the pedal you have 3 buttons basically. So like the left, the middle, and the right. So the middle would probably be for like the middle is the one that you're gonna use the most. So that'll probably be for markers. Yeah. And then the left or right will be for a screenshot, and you have one more for something else like a sound effect.
So you will do Shift and then do the pedal. You'll be like a drummer.
No, you could hotkey it.
Oh, that's true.
You could assign a Shift M hotkey on your Stream Deck and add that to your pedal.
Yeah. That's
is a good. That's a good. You know, and then I was thinking because like. We have this comment from last week, and it's just ironically enough, this is the last comment that we have full screen here, and it said pedal.
No, David is going pedal.
In time, all one need would be in time, all one needs would be Ecamm. We can do everything from here. Exactly. Hold on, that comment needs to go because we're gonna try to like do some repurposing for this stuff. So that comment should go up right there.
M it.
Right there, and let's M that. We M'd it.
You M'd it and
then we're gonna. So now Anna's Shift M'ing this thing. Lala's comment.
I said finger.
Finger. She renamed it as fingers.
Fingers.
Awesome. That's a good one. That is a good one. I use it for scene changes, but my pedal stopped working. Whoa. Dang it.
Oh no.
Dang it. The middle is for end stream. Oh, that's dangerous. That is dangerous.
For you, Marcus? Oh my gosh.
If you have like busy feet and then you just tap the end stream.
And the middle, because it could be like the left or the middle is right away. So Paul, Paul says, markers are great to provide to a person who shall not be named. That does SRT files and chapter markers, for real. Aw. Yeah, let's do it.
Emmett, exactly. just Emmett. Emmett all.
Yeah, so that's great. So now we just want to see all of you trying this, getting inspired to create and just test it out, because test it out with one scene. Just have one scene that is going to be your scene to repurpose it.
Yeah.
So, for example, for you, Lala, it could be something about something that you're doing for the holidays or whatever, or even a call to action it could be. Yeah. So you go to what you want to say on that vertical scene, and then off you go.
Yeah.
But you're recording, so you don't have to stop, and you're going to have the vibe already and all the energy from being warmed up, recording that, and then that's it.
Yep, exactly. And then again, the isolated video recordings are your friend. So if you're doing what I'm just gonna call it stacking. So if you're doing some stacking, you have also your video recordings as a backup if you want to place something over the other if you need to do some post. If you need some post. So just turn on the isolated video recordings feature. And you can record so many different things, because right now, camera A, we assign camera A as our main cam with a green screen overlay, and then camera B is just without, and it's just the green screen by itself. So we could take that video and repurpose it even further. We can drop that and just remove our background and place us somewhere else, or place us, so we can do some different things with that.
Yeah.
So
we can have a broadcaster pro in the back, like how our friend has a switchboard.
Yeah. We can do that, right? Let's say we had we bring the camera over here, and we can just have the roadcaster, and then it would just be in the background. You can see like the levels. The levels. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
We could do.
We'll try that. We can try that.
For a waiting screen, maybe.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we'll just bring the camera over some more.
Or just bring the roadcaster over.
This
because it's attached.
It is stuck here. Yeah. Like the way this is wired here, the camera would have to come. To stay. The camera would have to come this way. But that's a good idea. That's a really cool idea. And then, congratulations, Lala.
All right, Lala. You see, that's what I'm saying. For shopping money for Amazon, you can do a lot of things with $25 on Amazon. Yes. Especially for Black Friday.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, Lala, you deserved it. Says Dan. Totally agree. Excited to repurpose my crafty live streams, but need to rearrange how I set up my scenes so it'll be easier to repurpose using Ecamm. Yeah, for sure. And what's cool about the vertical friendly layout is that you don't have to switch the format. What's that? Under options, and you go to stream shape, right? Because if you were to go in your profile right now on this the horizontal profile, and you switch to stream shape tall, it's gonna jack up.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Do not do that. Create a separate profile if you're going to go just straight up vertical in tall format, and create separate overlays, layouts for that only, because it's going to mess everything up. And then we haven't done it in so long, so I don't know what will happen if you switch back to horizontal, if everything's going to fall back in place. But especially when we're all text overlays,
that was not right.
Do not do it. Yeah. Do not do it.
Yeah, and you can still use the grid if, say, you were going to go just vertical, true vertical. You can use the grid as well, because it will help you position the cameras in the safe zone. So when you post it in Instagram or TikTok or whatever it is that you're gonna do it, you know how the reactions and all these things are to the left, and then they have some stuff on the bottom. Then you will know that needs to be important information cannot be in there, because it's going to be covered with that text and the reactions and all of
Yeah, for sure.
stuff. So you can use that grid also. But you're already recording, you're already going live, just workflow it.
Yeah, definitely.
Workflow it.
Back up your profiles, says Marcus. Yes.
Oh my gosh, for real.
Just in case that was to happen, if you were to accidentally switch from horizontal to tall format.
It goes like...
It just so happens that you cannot
cannot
salvage your overlays that you worked so hard to build.
That was frustrating. But that happens, right? It happens. You do something.
Yeah. The next best step would be to just reload that profile if you have it backed up.
Exactly. To Marcus's point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
So any other question? And we on the other stream that we did, we had waiting screens and all of that. So you can do waiting screens, really cool waiting screens for if you're going to record, if you're going to go live vertically, right? So if say you stream live on Instagram and you want to have a waiting screen, you can do that also.
Yeah.
Just like that one that we have in the opening scene.
Yeah, which will go back.
With the tilted
and
time, like what?
Right.
When does this start?
And the reason why we have it that way is so when we just do this highlight reel of these vertical friendly layouts, we'll include that too. But it's pulling inspiration from our horizontal, so we'll show you back to back, but we'll be muted, of course. You just hear the music playing. So here's what it is, right? So we're going to show you the original, and then we're going to show you the vertical version. Right? So we could just take that now and we could just drop that into IG and it will just crop it for us, right? Like that. Or when we're just doing our repurposing, we're just gonna just splice some things together in the CapCut or whatever. We have that ready, good to go, just to show all that you can do while not having to switch to tall format and mess everything up.
Right. Kimberly has a question, and maybe if you don't know it, maybe Paul knows it, but I have not actually. Let me see. When you export profiles, you save it wherever you want to save it to. So if you're exporting a profile, save it to your desktop, save it to wherever location you want to save it to.
Yeah.
But they are local. Like, this is the part that I'm like, it's a curiosity. I can't speak today. When they're saved inside of Ecamm, but what folder are they saved into until they get exported? Do you know?
There's a cache place. Doc showed it one time.
Okay.
I don't remember, but the short answer is yes. They are local. They are being stored locally. Yes.
Yeah, and then you export it. I mean, they could be exported. Yeah, because Ecamm doesn't save the profiles.
Right.
In the cloud.
It's being stored on your Mac. It's being stored on your Mac.
In a secret place. Until you export it.
That Doc knows.
And probably Paul knows it too.
But if you export it, when you're manually exporting it yourself, Kimberly, you're saving it to the place of your choice, whether that is the iCloud or locally and whatnot. We like to just save ours on external SSDs. Yeah.
Yep. Because you never know.
You never know.
Even on Dropbox, we save it in multiple locations.
Yeah, definitely. We had a client, for example, that we had some profiles for, and then with the 4.1 updates, there were some changes to the text overlays and whatnot, and then luckily, we had the profiles backed up. We were able to just pull those profiles and load them and fix things up and send it back to our customer, and the customer is a very happy customer.
Right. Oh, look at Doc Oh my gosh, Doc is just behind the scenes. He's like, whoop, page. Doc is page, Doc.
Doc came through. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, so that's the answer to that. But yeah, so it's saved on the computer that you save it into.
Yes.
So if you want to, just like Paul mentioned, if you wanted to have it on a different computer, then you will export it and send it to that computer. Which Fuljens and I do this all the time when we create profiles for, like, I have one and then I send it to Fuljens. Fuljens sends it to me, and then I have it on the computer.
Oh yes.
Or we upload it to the cloud.
Oh yes.
The voice of Doc.
I can hear it. I can hear it with Doc's voice right now.
You can actually say it. You can actually say it, son. You're like
~library/application support /Ecamm /
Okay.
Too late. What's that? Latency. Blame the latency.
But yeah, there it is.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I really like it. We should create one like this for comments on horizontal.
Like this, right? Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Like just a black and white. There's something classy about it.
Yeah, I love the black and white look. I'm spitting out my coffee.
What a waste this.
Oh my gosh, that is too funny.
But yeah, that was now we want to see you guys creating, and remember that if you create something, you can practice it on the community and just label that you're practicing this, and then that way you can get feedback how it's looking and all of that great stuff, and then you can upload it to your profiles.
Absolutely.
To your platforms, Instagram, YouTube,
Absolutely.
all of that great stuff.
Totally. Just go back real quick to the what's that? The vertical, the black and white here.
Oh shoot!
Wait, hold on. So here, just to complete this whole black and white look, the Building Blocks logo, the blend modes are so cool. We use blend mode luminosity to give it that black and white look right there. So this is the original, right? It looks, which gives like a nice little pop of color, but we just wanted to go everything black and white. So you just drop that luminosity up in there, and then boom.
And then if you want it to be displayed in the vertical, when you repurpose it, then you move it to the...
You move it in. You move it in and move it into the middle. Move it into the middle.
Remove that line and then put it there so that it doesn't get cut off.
Exactly. Actually, now that you say it, let's do it. Let's just hide this one and let's unlock the building blocks. Boom.
There we go.
Right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice, completely different look. And Doc says it's not even flavored coffee. we haven't drank flavored coffee in a minute.
We haven't.
Right? We've been just straight up black coffee.
Yeah.
Just straight up black coffee.
Because the coffee...
And I've converted to black coffee also.
Yeah, but you know the thing that probably this is what happens to Doc, right? So Doc is a bougie coffee drinker, right? Right, Doc? So you drink really good coffee. So... Not to say that we weren't drinking good coffee, but it was just we started playing around testing different coffees. And now, for example, the medium roast from Colombia or Costa Rica or Brazilian or have really amazing flavors, beans that you don't need to have a flavor. You don't need to have a fake...
add some flavor in it. Yeah.
You don't need to have a fake flavor.
Yeah, because we're picking up the roast.
Yeah.
And, the ones that we like have like a nice toffee aftertaste. We like that toffee aftertaste in there and all that good stuff.
You like the caramel taste.
You pick up those those little hints.
Yeah.
And I've never, ever had that palate until I went black. Right? Never had that. Yeah, right? funny to say.
Because you used to put the cream and sugar.
I used to put sugar and milk.
Yeah.
Cream and sugar, exactly.
It was a dessert.
some flavor like hazelnut. Yeah, like
you
some
used to
type
drink
of
a dessert.
But now just black, you just pick up all that. Exactly. And then let's go to this because Dunkin' coffee does not count.
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts is not a coffee.
Starbucks coffee does not count either.
No, it doesn't.
It does not count either.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Good quality coffee needs no flavors.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're finding that out, right? So we're like, now we're getting, the Fuljens got to the point where he was like, I don't drink coffee if it's not from this. I'm like, son, like, what in the world? Like, you didn't even used to drink coffee before.
Yeah. And then the lattes that we have are just plain hot. Plain hot.
I know, George, right? When he said that, I was like, okay, all right, speak.
David, don't get arrested
Okay.
by the moderated team.
David, but the thing is that to each his own, right?
Yeah.
To each his own. But when I'm in the road and Fuljens and I are traveling and there's nothing but Dunkin' Donuts on the road because Dunkin' Donut owns the highways, I guess, right? Well, Starbucks is picking up, but, right? I get Dunkin' Donuts and I add a turbo shot or an espresso shot to it so that it can have some flavor. Because Dunkin' Donuts coffee is liquid.
Yeah, it's very
It's
very
just
weak.
very weak coffee compared to the bouginess that we have experienced.
The bouginess. And then there's some hotels that when they have like the little hotel coffees.
High-end hotels.
High-end hotels have some good stuff.
Because the hotel... Remember Doc tried the coffee?
In Albany.
And he was like, what in the world is this?
He was so pissed.
He was upset.
Doc almost didn't do his keynote because the coffee was so bad.
He was upset. Doc wasn't pee. He was upset.
Ethiopia, Kenya, and the Philippines have some good beans.
Oh, yeah.
Wash, process, and all. And Doc is asking, do we have a grinder yet? He can send some of his favorites over.
Yeah, we don't have a grinder, but when I get the beans, I blend it in. I know it's not the same, but right when in desperate.
But we definitely want to go the grinding route.
I use my Vitamix. My Vitamix,
to blend it.
And I just have to pulse it and then stop it when I have to. But we started to brew coffee in the percolator. And it tastes different, right?
Yeah.
It tastes better.
So
we're getting bougier and bougier by
bougier and bougier. We're not Keith Pelzer level barista.
What does he have?
Oh my God! Just go to Keith's Instagram and you'll see. Like Keith's coffee setup is just He has like, I don't know. It looks like a laboratory. So check it out.
Show us your setup. What does Doc have?
Keith is not.
Doc, what do you have?
Right?
Oh, he has a Keurig?
Keurig does not count.
Oh, okay. Keurig does not count.
Nancy Kerrigan. Little typo.
David doesn't have a grinder.
George is a percolator guy.
George is the percolator guy? Okay.
Yeah, he does. He's the percolator.
Nice. So was the grind...
OD grinder. Okay.
The grind, you know how I tried a different type of coffee and then the percolator didn't have too much residue? And I was like, oh, I wonder if that's the thickness of the ground, right? I wonder if that's what it is. If we have to grind it specifically for percolators. Because all different types of, right?
Yeah. That's so true. And then Will earlier said cafe, what was it?
Café Santo Domingo. Yeah, that's you like Abuela's coffee. Abuela gave Fuljens some coffee and Fuljens was like, give me more. And Abuela is all happy and giving him coffee. And then the last coffee, she gave you nutmeg to the max.
Nutmeg in there and all that good stuff.
She was like, oh, he likes the coffee? And she went on putting a whole bunch of nutmeg and then Café Santo Domingo.
Doc says he has the same machine as the Ecamm office.
Oh, ooh, okay. Damn.
Lala says, next meetup, I'll bring coffee. Please do.
Yes.
How about the French press coffee process?
I have one like that. I have a cup. Have you seen it? Have I showed it to you?
No.
It's upstairs. It's in the cupboard. The thing about it is that it's good, right? But I want to just set my coffee and then come back and the coffee's done. With the French press, I had to, I have to be pressing it.
Right.
I bet it tastes really good, but I have to be pressing that coffee yeah.
Yeah. It needs to be a coarser grind.
Okay. Okay, so all right.
Yeah.
So
Every brew method has a special grind. Exactly. Yeah. So the percolator, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. David Hunt says, I go to the local coffee shop in Clinton, Massachusetts, Coffee Lands. It is amazing there. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, the Santo Domingo, yes, is really...
Isn't the
really...
one that you get from Pete's?
No.
That's not Cafe...
That's Cafe Domingo.
Cafe Domingo.
Yeah, but it's not the Cafe Santo Domingo is different. Yeah. Is that one? Abuela gave you Bustelo, but you know how I have the Trader Joe's can, and then you keep thinking that that's Trader Joe's coffee, but I just use the can for that.
Yeah.
So Abuela have Cafe Santo Domingo and the Bustelo thing.
Got it.
Yeah, that's why when I got Bustelo and I made it for you, you were like, it doesn't taste the same.
Yeah.
So I asked Abuela for the measurements, and she said, Cafe Santo Domingo.
Got it. And then also when we went to New Orleans, we tried out Café Du Monde. Café Du Monde is so good.
It's good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't. Did we bring some here or brew some Café Du Monde here?
I think we got some for your sister.
Okay, yeah.
We didn't.
But Café Du Monde is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's when I little coffee shops are so good. Every time we go to a different city, we try finding a local shop because they just taste so good. And in Amesbury, Ken suggested this one. Oh my gosh, that was so good.
Yeah. So Ken suggested to go see Walter, and we didn't know where Walter was. So we were just trying to GPS a coffee place, and then it was this brunch place. The line was out the door. We're like, we're not going into here. And then I was like, oh, there's another coffee space on the Google Maps right down the block. Or we basically just had to walk over. And they're like just jamming this heavy metal with French bulldogs running over the place. This place is something else, right? But then I looked on there's a chalkboard there, and the name Walter was there, and I overheard somebody say, "Well," I'm like, "Look at that! This is exactly where we needed to be. This is exactly where Ken told us to go."
We ended up with Walter.
But that coffee is really good.
That
coffee
good.
Is so
it
good.
tastes really good.
Yes. Walter is the king of witches brew. That is so good. So good.
Yeah, that was good. The only thing that I didn't enjoy about that place was the music. It was too early to be meddling.
You know what it is for them? It's we're drinking getting our caffeine in, and we're like, we need some hard slap in the face music to just get us. That's what it is.
I mean, that's the coffee will slap
just
you.
like if you go to the gym early morning and you're playing heavy metal. So in the morning they're working and they have the metal on. It's not for everybody, but
yeah. No, definitely not for everybody.
Some really hard metal going on in there.
Yeah. That was heavy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So see, everybody, a lot of people drink coffee here. We should have really good coffee in the Ecamm store.
There should be no excuse for any of us not to have. Yes, Rainy Cajun Café Du Monde picks you right up, and with beignets.
Oh my gosh, for real, that was so good. We went to eat it by the port. Yeah.
Bulldog lockup. The dog got put in jail. There were quite a few. There were about 3 of them.
Yeah, there were. And they were behaving so nicely.
And there was a stuffed animal version also.
Yeah.
French press makes you work out while you wait for your job at the gym. Indeed.
Who's? I'm not even gonna ask.
I listen to Rick Ross every day. I'm hustling.
Who is he?
Huh? Rick Ross? Oh, Rick Ross is a hip hop artist.
Oh my gosh! You see, you don't know who Rick Ross is? I don't. I probably have heard him.
Yeah, no, you heard Rick Ross music. Let's see. So good, the Santo Domingo. I think we got everything. host, Nana.
Yeah, good for you, David. I can look back at you normally now.
I tried to like play with one, but it just ignored me and just went somewhere else.
Because it was the fake one.
It was the fake one.
It was the fake one. Yeah.
Oh, FJ missed my comment, so Anna can't kill me. That's what I was looking for because I saw something referring to you as being Latina. I'm like, what happened to that? Okay, here we go. I found it, Doc. Dude, she's Latina. She can have sewing kit, ketchup packets, money, anything. But what the can says, that's what I'm thinking. Just straight up Caribbean style, just like the bonbon can. You know, like that. What was that? What was those cookies? Those cookies that come in the little white package, and it's like a stack of those sugar cookies. What are they called?
The sugar cookies.
Those cookies. Oh my gosh, they're in the tin. But
the shortbread cookies.
They're
Danish.
Whatever. Yeah.
The blue can
so
circle.
that can. Growing up, there was never cookies in that can. There was never cookies in that damn can. There's everything else.
That's the sewing kit. That's where you put all the sewing things.
The sewing kit and all that stuff in there.
The scissors.
Yeah, the Danish butter cookie thing. There's never any cookies in there. It was so disheartening.
Oh, shoot, for real.
So disheartening.
I already knew that was for when I needed to get the what is it, the thread and needle thing.
Yeah.
That's where you went to look for it.
My gosh.
No cookies there. Only at Christmas.
The blue round can. Yep.
Butter cookies for Christmas, exactly. Oh my gosh, for real.
You see, it's universal. It's universal.
I couldn't have it.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, okay, this was enough. This was enough building.
At least all the coffee talk happened after the stream was done. So there's you don't have to skip through anything.
Yes, you see, we should have amazing coffee in the merch store because there's a lot of coffee drinkers. Ecamm is all about coffee.
Absolutely.
Behind the scenes coffee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did we have any coffee at Creator Camp? I don't remember.
No, we were busy. At the place. At the hotel, Garrison.
In the hotel, but it was so funny, right? We're at Barrel Brewery, and I was like, "Oh, do you guys have some coffee?"
Stephanie has a Danish can.
Caleb had to bring us some coffee to
he
Barrel.
did.
And they're like, "No, we don't have a coffee. We can give you some beer, though."
Right. We didn't have beer though. I did. Do you taste the beer?
I only tasted the beer during the celebration on the last day. Mm-hmm. That was the only time, but. Other than that, it was just water, and when Caleb saved our lives and brought over some
right,
some coffee.
That's probably from Walters.
That was probably from Walters.
Just plain black.
Yes.
You see, Paul's aunt has 3 corn percolators.
Oh wow!
There was
coffee 24 hours a day.
Yeah, it keeps it warm.
Marshall teaching drunk would have been clutch. Hey, what's up, man?
I wonder. Because some people get quiet. You get talkative when you have some alcohol in you. I get tired, so I guess it's like the opposite of it. I wonder how Marshall gets.
We're about to go into the AI image generator real quick, and then it just generate something that had nothing to do with the logo. Oh man. Paul said he would have paid to see the drunk Marshall creates. That would have been something else.
So what? George, your aunt had the Danish blue circle can? Or percolator.
The percolators. Yeah,
I know, Doc. I know. It was a quick 3 days.
Yeah, just the whole experience. The Garrison Hotel. Outside of the hauntings, just us just bonding at the Garrison Hotel. You know, visiting headquarters
I like the
again.
after hours talk.
After hours chat. Yeah,
that was nice.
Everybody that we were hanging out. I miss everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody in that chat. I miss.
I know.
Leslie. We had Jeff. We had Ian. The notorious IAG. Luria.
Right. Yeah.
Who else?
Diana
Shady was there. Diana, Caleb. That was a nice group.
Adrian.
That was a nice group. Nice group.
Rachel.
Stephanie and Brandon were in the back, just being very quiet.
Yeah, Paul was there.
Paul. Good times.
The ladies were there
on the wall. Good times.
Yeah. A lot of
good times.
Yeah.
I got your generative fill right here. Drunk Marshall. Oh, yeah, Mr. Garrison was there.
Yeah, he was. Oh, Caleb. Yeah, Caleb was there too.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, it was. Everybody was there, and that's what it is. I mean, next year, if it's going to be capped at 100, again, people better jump right away because this experience is only going to get better.
I have a feeling that Ecamm should be, promoted 6 months in advance? It should just be promoted in January.
It's already being promoted because we're talking about it.
You know?
Yeah.
Mr. G was chilling in 408. Yep. And it's so funny that the doc was right below us in 308, sleeping soundly.
Doc probably heard your footsteps.
Doc said he heard my footsteps.
Yeah. It was like, doom, 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 like, what do you want to do? That's funny.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that was good. It was a good time.
Yes.
Nice talks, nice town, nice weather.
Also, definitely.
Weather was great.
Definitely.
Yeah.
408 is our area code.
No, Doc said he's gonna stay at 408 next year.
Right.
You stay there.
He said he hurt either me or Mr. Garrison.
It was Fuljens.
Depending on what time of the night
it was. Fuljens. Mr. Garrison will leave because Fuljens have some heavy steps. It's like making sure that everybody knows he's the man of the house.
Mr. Garrison couldn't tolerate my snoring.
Exactly.
If it's not Mr. Garrison, it was Sarah what's Bannister? Sarah Bannister?
Was it?
Yeah.
Don't say it one more time.
There was about 3 haunted people in room 408. There was quite a few.
Yeah, nah.
Good times. Oh man, we just love to just do it all over again.
Right.
Cannot wait.
George is already saving his shekels
for CC2.
Shekels, like
David Hunt is saving for it. Also, everyone is saving up their pennies, getting ready. Gotta get ready. Is that the South Park Mr. Garrison? No. I don't know who the South Park Mr. Garrison is, but this is no South Park.
There's another type of.
That was no South Park ghost there. His photos are on the walls. His photo was on top of the air conditioning unit and all that stuff. It just like, you could just... And the eye contact is just like piercing through your soul and all that stuff.
I didn't want to sit at the desk.
Some type of vibe.
I didn't want to sit at the desk because I'm like, he probably sat here. This is probably his, when they sit there to do their, like the guy in Hamilton.
Right.
He will sit in his chair and everything.
But that was Marilou's
yeah, but 408 was the haunted place, so he probably did all of that there. That's why I would just run every time because the bathroom was downstairs, so we had to go. That's why Fuljens had to step fast because he would go downstairs.
Yes, this is Jeremy. The photos have moving eyes like Scooby-Doo. Exactly.
Yeah.
So Mr. Garrison would be like this, like the side profile. Mr. Garrison will be like this on the side profile, and next you know, it's like this. We're like, wait a minute. I don't remember him looking to the camera. I remember him looking away from the camera. What happened?
I wouldn't look at those pictures. I will not look at those pictures. Fuljens will always be looking at the pictures. I'll be like, no. And then there was a picture right in front of the toilet, right? Like, You probably saw it more than I did.
I saw them.
Yeah. It would be right in front of the wall, right in front of the toilet. I'll be like, nope. And then I would look at my toothpaste and my toothbrush to see if they were moving. That was a whole experience. A whole experience.
Lala says the Salem experience was scary enough for her. Mike is shoveling snow as a side hustle to save up for CC2. You gotta look at him while you're taking a leak.
That was for the guys.
Hey, you know what just added to the overall experience is that when you go into the bathroom and you see the shifting Scooby-Doo photos, right up above is like these heat lamps.
Oh my gosh,
like
those heat lamps
like the same heat lamps that you have over your oven. It was like that.
Yeah.
It was just so hot.
It was. And then I had like, do you see like our minds can create stories that are not even there, because I'll be like, oh my gosh, the light is flickering, and then when the light flickers, an energy shift, and I would just be I couldn't.
Oh my gosh.
And then Fuljens will stay down there. Fuljens like, leave all the lights on, and I'll be like, I don't want to leave them on because what if they start flickering? That would be even worse, right? That was, I'm telling you, a whole experience.
And the chair at the end of the hole in the basement.
That was creepy.
That was awesome.
They did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that on purpose because
it's just a dark brick tunnel, right? A dark brick tunnel, and then at the end of the hall is like a spotlight on a black chair against the wall, just right there by itself
in the dark.
And you could definitely just like envision somebody sitting at the end of the tunnel in the chair,
being strangled.
I don't know, but that's what it was like. It was just interesting. It was very interesting. And then I got a little bit of a jump scare when I was coming out the restroom downstairs, because after all the ghost talk, and then I'm leaving the bathroom, and then right by the staircase to go back up, it's just this pitch black. And then I just see somebody standing there, and I'm like, oh. And it was Luria on the phone. I'm like, when did Luria even come down here? I thought it was Sarah Bannister. was there for a quick second, but it was Luria. Oh man, good times.
Yeah. So that's all that's coming.
Right, and then Paul next time needs to bring the ghost meter to the garrison. Because Paul didn't have the ghost meter with him.
I think the garrison is going to be an option next time, unless you request it.
I think it should be. We should just leave the whole experience intact. It was awesome.
What chair? What was
the chair at the end of the tunnel?
Oh yeah.
Mommy guy I did not have it with me. I didn't know I was going to end up there that day. Yeah. When we were in that deep conversation and that big noise hit.
Oh my gosh, for real! Like no, and then the hotel staff doesn't know what happened. They never heard that sound, right?
Right.
That was creepy.
And then if it was somebody's phone, why would it sound like
it wasn't like that? Because everybody looked.
Yeah, like it's going through like a PA system or a loud Bluetooth speaker. Yeah. Right? And then it wasn't like, notification like the
yeah.
It wasn't no, it was something else.
It was it was, and we all looked, so we didn't, none of us, because the conversation was nice enough when people wouldn't be.
Yeah, and then Paul says it was a spiritual experience, and we were, there was some heavy conversation about spirituality and all that stuff. Yeah,
for real.
And that's why
so it was like a doo-doo-doo,
like it was
huh? Like, when you say something and the conversation is really good and someone throws a punchline,
you know what happened? Mr. Garrison hit the sound effect on his Rodecaster Pro.
That's what I'm saying, like something like that. Like
somebody said something and Mr. Garrison said, I agree with you right there. And we're like, what the hell?
I wish we remember what point of the conversation that noise came.
Right. Or was it like, because we did have some like just quiet time too, so it happened sometimes.
It was an interrupter.
Yeah. a pattern interrupt.
I was like, bam!
I just ordered that tea. Oh my gosh, that tea is so good.
Oh wow, that tea. You like that tea?
Harney and Sons. Harney and Sons. I remember the name.
I got cinnamon.
Oh.
The Amazon link.
Yeah, no, I saw it on Amazon. That's where I saw it.
Oh, okay.
I want that the ginger. What was it? What did I have? The ginger licorice. Oh my gosh. Hold on.
You're about to look for it now. Look at the
Oh my gosh.
nutcracker.
Why is there there's a
skeleton.
haunted version of it also?
You see?
Ironically.
They know what's
so
up.
they were giving us haunted tea. Hold on, check this out.
You know, it's 8:30 right now.
Yeah, we're over here having all this good conversation. There's a haunted version of Arnie and Sons.
Haunting.
A haunting in Venice. A haunting in Venice. I don't know what flavor this is, unless that's the flavor itself, but it's a haunted version.
Look at all the reviews it has.
Right? It's pretty good. But oh man, this tea was some really good tea here. And again, that ginger licorice was so good. Was so good. Look at all these different flavors and the Garrison had basically
They had a lot. Yeah, they had a lot of
all this
flavors.
good stuff there.
Yeah,
that was good. That was really good.
Look at the haunting in Venice.
Good time, right? Like they were over here giving us haunted tea. They're staying on brand.
They are.
They stayed on brand. That is awesome.
Oh, Doug posted the link. Okay, yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, we have covered coffee to tea, right? Let's not start talking about cookies now. Because yes, so thank you so much for sharing your taste with coffee. We all know that we have some nice coffee. Some coffee. What's it? Baristas? Is it baristas?
Connoisseurs.
Connoisseurs isn't connoisseur for wine?
No, you could be a coffee connoisseur also.
Oh.
Whiskey connoisseur, wine connoisseur, rum connoisseur.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought that coffee were specific, like baristas.
Well, barista is more so the person making the coffee. You could be a barista also. Yeah. Whichever you want.
Okay.
You could be a coffee barista connoisseur. Just be all the above. All right.
Yes, okay, fam.
Good chat. Good chat.
Thank you for being awesome. We will.
Thanks for the visual after you're taking a leak in front of Mr. Garrison. Under the heat lamp while I'm melting and being nervous while it's like when you look away, they just give you the quick side eye. The picture just changes. I'm like, I do not remember the picture looking like that yesterday.
It's a good thing that it was just for you because I was not looking at that.
Good
but
times.
yes, now I want to have some tea. I'm gonna make some chamomile tea.
Yes.
Yeah.
This calls for some good tea.
Yes.
As my nose is being runny because that's one of my live streaming symptoms. Runny nose once we go live. So. Hallucinating. Exactly.
Oh snap, George! But then why it doesn't
They gave us a haunting in Venice, Arnie and Sons tea. So if we had that makes sense. Oh man.
Can you imagine that? No, a claw tub.
A claw tub. All they need was a claw tub. You know what?
You're so welcome, Lala. You're so welcome. Fuljens, I'm telling you, Fuljens will stay here for forever.
Oh my gosh. You know where they had this claw tub? In the bathroom upstairs in I think I saw one.
We had that at the hotel we stayed at.
The bathroom upstairs at the meetup on night one. I think one of them had one of these tubs in there. If you had to go to the bathroom, you had to go upstairs. I think I saw one. I took a picture of it though. If they did, I could be wrong, but they did have a really nice OG bathtub, in the what's it called? The Stephen Estates.
Yeah,
it's called the Stephen Estates.
That was a nice place.
The Stephen Estates.
Yes. Okay. Good night.
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
Because the next conversation will be about dispensary, so we're gonna cut it off at tea.
Where do you see dispensary?
We'll just leave it on the last green leaf, and now move on to the next leaf. Save it for another time.
Oh man, for real? Yeah.
What was that?
Like Paul, States means that some of our people worked there before.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at Mike recalls to the washing room.
Mike saw the OG bathtub. It was really nice in there. You didn't get to see. You didn't go to the restroom upstairs.
I do not.
Nice. It was really nice. All right.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Adios, amigos.
Adios.
Good night, everybody. Yes. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here with us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
Building blocks.